Happy Tuesday, everybody. This is Jennifer for Tuesday, July 20th. I have a couple things to show you. My cross stitch is making progress. I got the Hogwarts cross done and the Gryffindor one done. The Gryffindor, actually, funny story. Last night, I thought I finished this. I was stitching the name Gryffindor, and I got all done, and I'm like, yay, I got it done. Yeah, I spelled Gryffindor wrong. I left out the I in the end, so it said Gryffindor, so I drew out some of the name, but it did get fixed. I made a pillowcase for my son, who turns 3 on Sunday. This is the fabric picked out for that. We got him a Buzz Lightyear for his birthday, so that goes with that. I did get a postcard in the mail from Washington for the postcard swap. I think there's only 2 left to come in the mail now, so, and I haven't tried any of the recipes yet. I really need to do that. I started a quilt for my niece for her dolls. She's really into her baby dolls, and I had a bunch of these squares left over from my quilt, and I had a bunch of purple fabric left over from the Harry Potter quilt, so I picked up Tinkerbell fabric and cut out these little 4.5-inch squares, and I made squares with all the black and the purple, and so this is what I came up with so far. I'm still working on creating the mitered corner. Oh my gosh, I totally border. It's been a long day, I'm sorry. I'm still working on putting all those on, so I have, I think, 2 Tinkerbell left to border, and then 5 of the purple and black squares to border. So it's going to be 3 squares across, 5 down, I think. And then I'll just probably use a purple backing. I'm not sure on the binding yet. And then I'm going to see if my cousin will let me use her long arm quilter and try my hand at long arm quilting for the first time ever. So that'll be for her for Christmas for her baby doll. And I do have enough of these squares and enough Tinkerbell fabric to make another one. So I'll probably do another one for another one of my nieces, because she's into dolls too. So tonight while making supper, I watched Ofenjen's video, and she showed some projects that she made for her kids and asked if anybody else had any cool things they made to show. So since I really didn't have a lot of craftiness to show this week, I decided that that would be a good idea to do that. So my very favorite thing I made him was the quilt that I did for him, and I made it before we knew what we were having. We actually didn't find out what we were having. We let that be a surprise. So I made it very unisex, and what I did was I colored it. I did this with crayons. I took coloring book pictures and just colored it in with crayons. It is a little bit faded, but it's not as faded as it's coming out on the computer screen here. So, but it's all Disney characters. I did his room in, I should say we decorated his room in Disney. And orange is my favorite color, so that's why we picked orange. So, but yeah, there's, each block is from a different movie. But it's very easy to do this. I think I already said I just took coloring book pictures, traced them, colored them with crayon, iron the wax so that it heat sets, and it does fade a little bit, but it's not as bad as it's showing up on the screen, because you can really tell what the pictures are still. And then this is the back fabric that we used. So I did this completely by myself with the quilting and everything, so I'm pretty proud of this little quilt. I made him a hooded towel. I do a lot of these hooded towels for friends and family, but last summer I realized I never made my son one, so I made him a moose. My sister and I designed this pattern, And it's a full-size towel with a wash rag that's folded in half. And he does have a tail on the back. And it's really nice because these things last them until they're like 9 or 10 years old, unless you have a really, really tall child. Even still, it would probably still cover their bottom. So I made him that. And then I made him a couple bears that I'm really proud of. This one I did out of my husband's, one of his old work shirt uniforms. He asked me to do this. Took some patches from the uniform. This button right here, already a mirror image, is from the uniform. This is a very easy pattern. I can't remember what the pattern is. I should have pulled it out, but it's just really simple. Not very many pieces at all. Very easy to put together. The ears are actually just top stitched, and that's how you get those. They're not sewn on separate. And this is the first bear I made him. It's with the same pattern, but it's with that, I don't even know what they call it, fuzzy fleece or huggable fleece. It's got the little bumps. And then the vest I made to match his quilt. So these bears are so soft. I made one for a friend and she absolutely loves it for her son. And it's so easy. If I think about it, I'll try to remember to get the pattern name, but they're just so soft. I love snuggly bears. So that's all I have to show. I hope you guys all had a great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye!